Good afternoon and welcome back to New and Old Survival. This is Darren, just as always, as it has been for the past 40 some years. I'm doing another video and hopefully to start another series on making your own medicine. You'll see in the background, I think it's over here, I was almost in the shade, but I thought it was a little bit too dark, so pulled myself out in the sunlight. Anyway, I'm going to take you over to the tree and we'll look at its characteristics and properties and identification, and we'll see what we can do with it. Stick around. You can see this tree has deeply furrowed bark, and as we zoom out, and we're going to make some popping noises, I'm sure. It resembles, say, an oak in some ways. So if you're confused at the bark, then we'll take a look at the leaves. All we have to do that is spin the camera around, prop it up, see if we can zoom in. Now, looking at the leaves, let's see if I can take a couple down and show you. This one, and there's one other type of leaf, if I can find it. Now that we have our leaves in our hand, first one is kind of a small one, but I think you can see we have 5 toothed lobes, and they're actually serrated on the edge, and I'll see if I can slip in a macro picture that show those serrations maybe more clearly. And here's a little bit bigger leaf. Let me hold it from the stem so you can get a picture of that. Same 5 serrated. And then, even though the top part of the leaf is off, look at those 2 little, let me throw it down. Look at these 2 little points on the bottom. Almost remind you of ginseng. See if I can get it in there. I hope y'all can see this. See those 2 little points? But if that's not enough to let you know what it is, the last one will let you know. I'm just freehanding this thing, but look at all of these little brown, and now we got some green balls growing on it. Does anything make any type of a resemblance to you? What we're looking at is a gum tree, and these are gum tree balls. Let's see if I can stick a camera up in here. Wow, that's a good looking specimen. But when I saw that, with all the news lately in the last, at least 6 months, I said, Lord have mercy, I've seen that all over the news. They're showing sweet gum balls. This is a park, a public park, and there's roads on all 4 sides of it. It's just a little, maybe 1 acre lot. And there's 2 of these giant sweet gum trees here. But this bears a striking resemblance to the COVID virus, or the pictures that have been showing us. I did some research and found out that it is the same tree that Tamiflu is made, because these little infertile seeds are called, or they have shikimic acid. I have no idea until I was just walking around and saw this. But you can make your own Tamiflu, and just by taking these at home and boiling them in hot water and making yourself a tea. So, and the Tamiflu is good for the flu, which affects your respiratory, and we know that that is also what COVID does, is primarily affects your breathing, your lungs. I'm amazed, you know, in learning about these things, and I'm not an expert. I never will, no matter how much I learn or know. I will never be an expert, because there's always something to learn, and I believe an expert knows everything, and I believe there's only one expert, and that's God. I've really, even though I haven't posted anything for the last 2 weeks, I've seen the channel grow. My numbers say that it's up 245, 250, something like that, just in the last actually that's the last 28 days. But I've seen an explosion, I guess because there's a shortage on everything in the stores, whether it be food, building supplies, medicine. God gave us all we need. And, you know, not only you watching, but a lot of your friends need to start watching this channel and look at my older videos where I'm going over and showing you some of these plant-based medicines. And but we're going to cover more that maybe I've covered a bit in the past. I'll try to do a little more in-depth. But anyway, I'm rambling. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. I'm gonna go home and make some tea. I'll tell you what it tastes like in the comments below. If you have any suggestions, again, drop them in the comments. And I always look forward to seeing you soon. Bye. So we're back at home. Got everything I need. Got some water. Got my little Walmart cup. And this is an old bacon dish, or a bacon pan, you know, like for turkeys or whatever. And I just made a little lid for it. Alright. Got my 3 gumballs. And if anybody has any questions, I'm using a BRS 3000 titanium stove. Although Amazon and eBay sells a lot of lookalikes that you can pick up for like 10 bucks. And you can get about, oh, if you're careful, you can get about 7-8 hours on these little cans of fuel. And this is a GSI Outdoor Products ultralight folding camp table. So anyway, let's get started. Get some water in here. About a cup or so. I'll drink the rest of that water. Get me a lighter. This does not have a ignition source, so you have to provide the ignition. But everybody, whether you smoke or not, should carry a lighter. And on that lighter, you'll see I've got some 1-inch Gorilla Tape that can be used in place of a bandage if need be, or gear repair. Or if you take a little piece off, tear it into little strips, you can ignite that very easily with a very long burn time that will burn even when it's raining or after it's wet. So there's a little bonus if you didn't already know. Just like so. Alright. First thing I want to do is, let's see, maybe it won't catch. There we go. First thing I want to do is take off the stems. We will need them. And I'm going to set this down and cut it open. There's what they look like inside. And that'll also give me some more surface area. I'm going to wait till the water is boiling before I put these in. Second one, I only brought 3 home. I do suppose that you could make a bunch of this tea and put it into hot jars and then put hot lids and rings, can it up until you need it. Wow, just the time I've been talking. quick that stove is. Very quick stove. Turn the heat down some. Alright. I'm gonna let that boil for about 5 minutes. I've been letting this steep after I pulled it off the stove for a couple of minutes. I still believe it's going to be a little bit too hot. Well, I got a little bit of water. Maybe it'll cool it off some. Just for a taste test. I don't think it cooled it off much. Oh my goodness! Hey, I'm just kidding. Actually, it ain't that bad. It tastes pretty good. It would go well with sugar. You know, what is it? A teaspoon of sugar helps the medicine go down. But in times of duress, just like we've seen, it seems like as preacher was preaching, I believe last Sunday, we had an earthquake here in Southwest Virginia that stemmed out of Sparta, North Carolina, and every day is something different. Yesterday, a fire tornado in California. We have earthquakes. Now there's a lumber shortage. There's a canning supply shortage. No lids and rings. So every day there's something happening, and nothing surprises me. It's got to be for the Bible to fulfill itself. But how much will it come down to? What will it come down to? Well, as price increases on everything that is out there. So I firmly believe that God gave us everything that we need to live, and we just have forgotten those ways. So I feel encumbered upon to teach others those skills that have gotten lost simply because it was easier to go to the doctor and let him write out a prescription to go pick up something that was man-made that has more side effects than the issue that it's trying to treat. But I'll ramble on for hours if somebody got me started. So anyway, once again, thank you for watching. I surely hope you got something out of this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. And if you agree, if you disagree, give a thumbs down. Whatever you feel to do, I just like interaction with all of you that watch. So I'll see you soon on another video. God bless you.